Today we are going to be reading this story. But before we get into the story, let's go over the parts of a book. So what do we call this part of the book? This is the what? It's the front cover. If this is the front cover, what do we call this? The back cover. You say back cover. And then this is the front cover. This is the back cover. What is this called? It's called the spine. This is the spine of the book. So the title, the name of my book is An Orange in January. January, I know that's a month of the year, but what season is January in? Let's look. I see the little boy is wearing a hat and mittens and a turtleneck sweater. I also see things that look like what? Snowballs in the background. That tells me that it must be a cold month, which has me thinking that this is winter time. It's winter. So let's keep going. So the title is An Orange in January. The author, the person who wrote the words, is Hutz Aston. And the illustrator, the person who drew the pictures, is Julie Marin. Let's start reading. This book is going to be about the life cycle of an orange. Because where do we get oranges? Where do we get them? We get them from where? The supermarket. But before they go to the supermarket, they have to grow, right? They don't just show up like magic. They have to grow. So we're going to learn all about the life cycle of an orange and how it gets to our hands from the supermarket. Let's read. Let's read. In a land that glowed with spring light, an orange blossomed. Bees feasted on nectar sweet as honey until the petals fell away and the orange began to grow into what it was meant to be. Look, the petals fell away, and what do we see now? We see a what? A little orange. It grew slowly and steadily, fed by the earth's soil and the ocean's breath. See these swirls, these spirals? That's showing that it's windy. The wind is blowing over the trees. And look at all these orange trees. Soaked with rain and drenched in sunshine, the orange grew plump and bright until, look, just like our song, it's getting water and sun, and it's growing in the ground where there's dirt underneath the grass, where there's soil. A hand, brown with seasons of sun, plucked it from its branch. While days still glittered on the leaves, its days of growing were over. But there was life in it yet, and it still had far to go. Look, they're picking oranges off of the tree. From bag to basket, look, they're putting the oranges, they're picking them off the tree, putting them in their bags, putting them in baskets, and then where are the baskets going? Into a truck. Truck to truck. Where do you think this truck is going? Any ideas? Let's read and find out. It followed the skyway over mountains, across deserts and plains until... Hey, look, what do you see? Do you know what this plant is called? It's called a cactus. We see cactus, I see trees, I see mountains. Those are all different kinds of plants, the trees and the cactus, not the mountains. Mountains are not plants. The orange arrived at a grocery store. There it rested, aglow with the goodness inside of it until... See, it's at the grocery store. That's another word for supermarket. Two hands, small and soft, took it from the pile and called it the best one of all. What shape are these oranges? Are they squares? No, they're circles. Carrying it home, the child felt its roundness and imagined himself a juggler, a pitcher, a fortune teller who could see tomorrow. That night, as ice gleamed on the branches, he dreamed of a land that shone in summer light. When morning came, the orange reached the end of its journey, bursting with the seasons inside it. And two hands, pink with cold, shared its segments so that everyone could taste the sweetness of an orange in January. The end. This was a lovely book. It really showed us how we get the fruit that we eat, because fruits come from plants. They start as little seeds. They grow. In this book, it grew into a tree, and then people pick it. It goes into a bag, and then a basket, and then trucks, and then it shows up into our supermarkets. We eat it, and you know the seeds you find in an orange? People plant them. That's how they get orange trees. They plant those seeds to grow new trees, to make more oranges, so we could have things like oranges and orange juice. I hope you enjoyed the book. I know I did. Have a good day. Bye.